Good morning, and thank you for joining Resilient You with Alicia Pozsony. Today, we have special guests, the Awesome Lawsons. I'm so happy to have them on the show. They are your average family from the bluegrass state of Kentucky. I don't think they're average at all. So, Daniel and Whitney, let me give you a chance to introduce yourselves.
Hello.
Hey. So, we are the Awesome Lawsons, like she said, from the Bluegrass State. We're located in Kentucky, and we are just your average family, honestly. We just have a little craziness to us.
That's right.
Well, it comes across so wonderfully online. You have upwards of, 1 million followers I've seen on a lot of what you posted. I think that you have new things happening. A lot of our listeners are here in America. We have following also in London and Manchester, United Kingdom. And all of my guests on the show, we all talk about topics of resilience. So I want to get into some detail on, the inner workings of your show and what you have to put out there. But where can people find you? Let's get that out up in front in the beginning of the show.
Well, you can find us on TikTok. That's where we really, first started all of this. From TikTok, we went to Instagram and YouTube. TikTok, we're upwards to
Close to 4 million.
Yeah, close to 4 million on TikTok followers. Our YouTube just hit 2 million here recently. Instagram, we find it's harder to grow on, but you can find us on all three of those platforms, plus Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook was our last platform, but it seems like it's booming pretty fast.
It's going well.
So Insta, that must be the one I looked at. Now, your audience is, well, first let me just start. You somehow came up with this idea to mimic your kids. And I just want to say it's so on point. You have no idea. I mean, maybe you do, but so many of us parents dealing with kids, and we come from a different generation, or maybe it's just so amazing. And the fast pace that the world is, our kids are so different than we were growing up. So, Daniel, how did, or Whitney, you guys came up with this idea? Let's give the listeners a little bit of information about that. How did you come up with the...
Well, we were actually out without the kids one day at Lost River Cave here in Bowling Green. And, of course, when you don't have your kids, you talk about your kids. But we were like, man, if the kids were here, they would do this. They'd be acting crazy. They would do that.
Long story short, we were enjoying our day.
Right.
And we were thinking to ourselves, man, if the kids were here, they would be acting crazy.
Out of control.
So that's when
I was like, he started acting like our son. And then I'm like, well, let me get my phone out because I just want to keep this. It's funny. And then that's when we just got onto TikTok. And I'm like, we could post some of this just for other parents to enjoy because I'm sure other kids act like this. And so we did a few skits, posted it, and then it went viral overnight. And there were other parents on there saying, oh, my God, this is totally my kid. Make more. And we're like, hey, we got plenty of ideas up here from the kids, so why not?
Yeah. So now, Daniel, you embody Candace and Eli.
Candace and Eli, yeah.
And is it... did you have acting from prior, or is this new?
No acting. This is completely new, but I'm like a class clown. I sing and I can make my voice do different things, and I'm a kid at heart, so it's really easy for me to get inside the role, but never did I do Broadway, never did I do acting in school. I was way too shy for all that, but I was always kind of...
He likes to make people laugh.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Wonderful. Now, Whitney, you have the social media side of the house, right? So you do a whole lot with this, and this is like a business, right? It's not just let's post some videos. This has turned into something huge. You guys have merchandise out now. You have a lot of different things going on. What do you want to say that our listeners should take a listen to or watch online?
We definitely have our merch. It's the awesomelawsons.com. You know, I think for at least a year, people were asking, especially for their kids, hey, Christmas is coming up. My kids would love, you know, a shirt with a saying from Eli or Cadence on there. So we got the merch. We do a vlog on our YouTube channel with the real kids, Cadence and Eli and baby Layton and us. It's Life with the Lawsons.
Yeah, Life with the Lawsons. And then we also got into animation here recently as well. So we started a cartoon. It's called That Awesome Show. And that can be found on YouTube as well. And I think we're 3 episodes in.
3 or 4.
I think 3 episodes in right now for the cartoon. And who knows what will happen with that. But it's definitely funny because we take the Cadence character. She has a beard in the cartoon as well. So the Cadence character has a beard. The Eli character has a beard.
And the dad's got
a beard, but the mom doesn't. The mom looks like her. So there's no beard there.
Nice. So what do you think your biggest message that you want to get out into the world? I know that, you know, you have a big hearts, right? And you guys really want to share a certain message. You know,
a lot of this was her idea, starting this filming and stuff, but then like I wanted to do more than just that. The message that, you know, I wanted to get across was there's so much negativity, you know, in the media, on social media, and there's really not just negativity, but you just don't know what you're going to see. You don't know what your kids are going to watch. You know, Cadence was, you know, nose deep in an iPad. That's the norm nowadays. Like kids are on YouTube, kids are on TikTok and Instagram, but we want to be that family that, you know, produces positive, clean content for all ages, not just your kids, but your
the whole
kids,
family they can enjoy.
Your teenagers, your grandparents, the moms, the dads, to where, you know, they can all be sitting there watching the videos and be like, this is totally you. And the kids are back at the parents like, no, that's not us. And the parents are like, yeah, it is. But that's really our message is, you know, producing that positive, clean content and just showing all these other younger kids, because that's the thing now. They want to go viral on social media. They want to go viral on YouTube and TikTok. And you don't have to do crazy things. You could just be yourself. You could be normal, just be funny and produce clean content, and things can happen.
That is such a wonderful thing to get out there, because it's true. The kids are on the different socials, and, you know, even the visual content of people in skimpy outfits or, you know, doing the dances even that, you know, could be viewed as healthy, but then there's not an age limit. So I really love it. And my daughter first showed me that your shorts on YouTube, and, you know, it was so funny. And like, then she'll come back one day and the next day, Mom, check out the newest one, freeze-dried ice cream, right? And, you know, you're watching it and you're just like, and then all of a sudden you bust out in laughter. And it's such a good emotional tool, right? Because when you laugh, it really changes your brain chemistry. So anybody who's stressed out, you're going through things, going online and watching a funny video or a funny, you know, show can really lift your mood, and it makes chemical changes, right? So that's something that's
off that, you know, with you saying that, we get numerous messages on Instagram and Facebook, and, you know, people that are going through a really hard time, whether it be them fighting depression or, you know, people that are diagnosed with like terminal brain cancer. You know, they reach out to us and they just say, hey, you know, I got this going on, but whenever you come across my For You page or whenever we search your videos, like all that stuff just disappears. And that 30 seconds to 45-second video, that, you know, they get the best laugh. And, you know, that with the brain cancer lady, she
there was a woman specifically, she said during her treatments, that's the only thing she watches.
Yeah, when she goes and does chemo, that she watches that. So we're like, you know what? We're going to send her a Awesome Lawson shirt. So we sent her that shirt.
And she wears it during every treatment now.
During a chemo treatment. So it's kind of cool.
That is so cool. That's awesome that you're giving back, because, you know, as you started out by saying that there's so much negativity in the world, and, you know, it's awesome. So when you guys think about your social media career and, you know, how fast it's taken off, to me, you know, it seems like it took off. Like you said, the first one was viral, and, you know, have you had any challenges in in your social, and if so, how have you overcome them?
Well, I mean, obviously there's, people out there that always want to try to bring others down or say something negative about someone, actually around close to Christmas last year, someone started a rumor and posted a video, and I mean, it just got out of control, and people are the type to where you either see it and believe it or you don't, so on and so forth. And, he got really down about it, and he's like, this might affect our following, our videos, I don't know where it's going to go from here. And me, of course, being on social media 24/7, I told him, this is just hot. This is the new gossip, so on and so forth. I'm like, give it a week. It's going to die down. We'll be back to where we are. And of course, during that whole week, he's slumming around my house like it's the end of the world. And sure enough, within a week or two, I mean, everything was great.
Yeah.
So I told him during that time, you just got to stay positive, have hope, and don't let others bring you down. I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah. And the comment section on social media is just, it could be the funniest part of things, or it could be the things that really bring you down.
Right.
Whether it be on TikTok. I mean, that's what people do. As soon as they watch a video, they're straight to the comment section.
Right.
And so you just got to do what Elon Musk said, and he's like, don't read the comments. And that's, that's what we do. We reply to some if we see, some, hey, we appreciate what you're doing. But really, we don't get deep down into the comments, you know, because you can just read too far into it, and then your feelings get hurt. As long as people are laughing, as long as people are smiling, that's literally all why we do what we do. That's why we do it.
Yeah. Now, it's true that the comments are sometimes funny, or sometimes, you want to see what other people are thinking. And, but it's so true that you can't, make your decisions based on that, because there's all kind of people out in the world, and not to mention age groups too. I mean, everybody's online, and not everyone is as mature, right? Or has good influence in their life. But, but I'm here to tell you first and foremost that, you can't let that stuff get you down, right? So keep up what you're doing. It's definitely good for that younger generation. And, we're out here on the East Coast, and I know that, you have a following all around the world. So definitely keep it up. Now, one other question. How do you balance your social media with your personal life?
Well, I tell everybody, we live in the fast lane.
That's right.
It is so hard. Here's the thing. If it was more of a job, we would probably not enjoy it as much, but we get a kick out of it. I laugh when we film. She laughs.
We have so many skits to where we have to stop filming because I can't quit laughing, or he's cracking up.
And we enjoy it. So I feel like, as far as it is a major part of our social, or not just our social life, but it's a major part of our personal life plus our business life. So we just live in the fast lane, and we just take it day at a time. You go to work during
the day, and then I'm tending to the kids, the dogs, cleaning, cooking, and then when he gets home, we're filming, or basketball practice, or soccer. It's just go, go, go nonstop. But we're busy bodies. Yeah. When there's nothing to do, we look at each other and we're like, oh my God, I'm going to go crazy. We're just always in the fast lane.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really, it doesn't bother me to go, go, go. If I felt wore down, it would probably get to me, but I'm young. I'm 32. She's 32, and I'm ready to full throttle. Let's do it.
Yeah. So that's good. Now, what about Candace? Cause she's old enough now to have some feelings about things. How does she feel about being impersonated?
Well, honestly, she enjoys watching the videos. She will sometimes say, I wasn't that dramatic. And we're like, yeah, you were. But she laughs at them. She thinks they're hilarious. There are times to where she had a dance the other night, a Valentine's dance, and Dad was going to take her, and she's like, Mom, can you please take me, because all my friends are just going to want to hang out with him because they know him from TikTok, and they're not going to want to hang out with me. I think that part, it's like, she wants to be in the...
she wants the attention.
Right, not her dad. But other than that, I mean, I think she finds it. She enjoys it. She thinks it's funny.
She enjoys it until I get into her, new clothes, and then she's like, Dad, you're stretching out my new shirt, or you're stretching out my new this, and, I'm like... We'll wash and dry it. It'll shrink back up. It's okay.
But I mean, our kids are constantly scrolling through our videos, just watching them, and they find humor.
Or if we say something wrong, they're quick to say, "This is how you say it."
While we're filming, they're like, "No, stop, cut. You need to say it this way." And we're like,
"They're our coaches."
Yeah,
that's awesome. They have direct input. Then that's cool.
Definitely.
Now, I noticed, Daniel, you're not wearing glasses now, but in the videos, you are.
Yeah, so I have, just normal eyesight. I'm not like a eagle or anything, but I don't have to wear glasses or contacts. I just wear her. She has these blue light filter glasses, but Cadence really has glasses.
Well, she broke them.
She broke them recently, but she does have glasses. The glasses I wear, they're like the blue light filter glasses, just to portray her a little bit more,
Nice. Okay. All right. My daughter was like, well, you have to ask that one, Mom. So I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll ask. Now, another question that I had come in from is from our listeners. What about advice for aspiring social media actors or actresses? Do you have any advice for people?
Yeah, my advice is just be you. Do you, and just be consistent, really watch what your viewers, make a couple videos, what gets the most likes or what gets the most engagement, whether that be the thumbs up or the heart or a comment or a share, just kind of read into that stuff. And if it works, it works, and just be consistent on that, on your posting schedule. You just got to do what your audience likes. And then you can, on down the road, you can change it up a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's what I would do. Just be consistent and just pay attention to your viewers.
But also be yourself.
And be yourself, definitely.
Yeah, so that's a great thing. Our listeners, a lot of themes in my world is that, be yourself, be open to change, but still be your authentic self. And and it's nice to hear that can come out in the social media world, because so many times, on camera, people are one way. Actors, actresses, they are portrayed one way. And then, you'll see the media, people wearing something or no makeup on, and they look totally different. So it's nice.
This is what you get on camera and off camera. We go to Walmart. We shop at your local Walmart. We go to Kroger. We do all we're your normal family.
And as funny as he is on camera, he's like that around the house 24/7.
You get what you get.
Nice. So, and when I'm watching you, a family comes to mind that I grew up with, a friend of mine, and her mother was we'd go to the store and she would do some antic in the aisle, and then she'd look around and make sure nobody was watching. But it brought back all those memories, of that. And some of the things that we share with our parents is to pave a kinder road for the kids, because they do have it tough. And so, it's just so nice to see. And I'm glad to see that you now have the vlog out there, which is your real family and your real life.
Yeah.
So
it's fun too. And the kids are always like, when can we do the next vlog? They're all about it.
Well, they like doing the challenges and getting stuff from the stores. Yeah. So that's why they're like, when are we doing the next one? Let's go.
Our most recent vlog, I think, is when we took them to Chicago. We visited some family, and we took them downtown to see the city too. So
they have lots of fun.
Lots of fun there, and it just kind of just shows our daily life of, if we take a trip. Or the main thing is people always want to see the real Cadence or the real Eli, and that's where we're like, let's do this family vlog to where they can really put two and two together. They can see the real Cadence. See how Eli really talks, because everybody's like, does Eli really talk like that?
But even on our Instagram, we tell a lot of people, we put a lot of personal family videos on our Instagram for people to view, you
Yeah.
know, of me or him or us and our kids' photos to actually get a feel for our real family.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Well, I just feel, how do you come up with the content, right? Because you say you're always doing stuff, you always come up with things. And I know kids go through phases and stages. One of them, the video games, right? This,
Yeah.
getting
Right.
at the screen and yelling, and that's going to go on, I'll tell you, because I have a teenager and it goes on for a long time. But
Right.
how do you come up with the different content?
Well, the content is based off of our daily lives with our children.
Yeah.
I mean, each video we produce is something that has happened with the kids, came from the kids. I mean,
We literally are
Yeah.
just watching all day. I mean, we're not like weird about it.
or they
but-
might say something and I'm like, take mental note about
Yeah.
what Eli just said or Cadence just said, you know. So, I mean, it comes from them.
Yeah, so like a little secret to our next video we got coming is like the new lingo. Like it was last year, it was like bussin' and drip and all this stuff.
Just like the one we posted today.
Yeah, and so we made one today and posted, and the slang was simpin. And I guess like simpin means like someone's kind of doing nice things for you. It's kind of like flirting
They
and
like
being
you.
nice, and they like you. So simpin is the new word. And then Eli was playing Fortnite the other day, and he was like, "Dad, I'm sweat at this." And I'm like, "You're what?" He's like, "I'm sweat." And I'm like, "What does that even mean?" He's like, "It means I'm good." And I'm just like, "Gee, where are these? Like, who comes up with this stuff? Like, what just happened to be like, man, I'm great at this."
Yeah.
Now it's sweat. So that's going to be our next video is the sweat lingo.
Yeah. So that's awesome. That's good. So listeners, we have a new episode coming out. You hear it here first.
Exactly.
But it's true. The language is so different. And I know my son will say something, and he does it now just to get our goat. And we're like, back in our day, that meant, like flick.
Right.
This is a word he uses. And flick is not a picture or a movie like it was in my day. A movie in my day. For them, it's a picture. And I'm like, no, flick is a movie. So little nuances like that. You got to stay, but to communicate with them and keep an open relationship with your kids, that, it's so important to understand their lingo. If we use it as a parent, then they're like, oh, embarrassed. Like, oh, don't say that.
Yeah.
Or the one will say to the other, Nick, did you just hear Mom said that? Oh. So
I'll say it, and Caden's like, "No, Dad, no."
Right.
I'm like, "Man, this is bussin'," and she's like, "No, don't say that."
say that.
right.
It's like, there's an age limit. If you're not 10 or below, then you don't get to say bussin'.
Yes. So the animation is new, you mentioned, and I haven't seen that, so I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah, it's very good.
Now, what about, do you have anything, some of the episodes that I saw, the ASMR that you do, that was really funny. And that's for people that don't know, I can't pronounce that. You know how to say that word?
I just know the kids say ASMR.
ASMR. Yeah, it's like a sensory meridian response where it's the skin tingles, or you get a feeling from it, a relaxation maybe. And I saw you're doing a lot of that. And then you're eating some weird Japanese candy or something. Like, I'm watching, and every one you try, I'm just like, oh God, how can he try that? Like, I'm not risky myself, right? But it's just, it's like, it's amazing the things now that you're doing.
Yeah.
With Cadence, she'll come and sit beside me or Dad on the couch, and she's like, "Mom, check out this video. They're trying all kinds of weird candies or drinks, stuff that she enjoys watching." I'm like, how many other kids are watching stuff like this? So we'll get product and we'll do the same thing, but act like them. And I'm like, kids probably love this stuff.
You may have not seen the video, but it's called the World's Strangest Soda video or something.
Yeah.
So we got like these 5 sodas. One is a mustard soda, a dirt soda, pickle soda, grass and butter soda. And what we did is we like lined them all up. We tried all these sodas, but not only did we drink the soda, but I was like testing the real stuff. Like I would taste a little bit of butter and then drink the soda and be like, does it match? So for the grass, unfortunately, I had to eat a little
and dirt.
Some grass, and I tasted some dirt. I would not recommend any of those sodas, but that's just kind of what we did, and it was fun. I would have never done that if we weren't in the in the light that we are today, for sure.
Okay, so that's crazy. I'll say it. I don't know, Daniel. That's crazy, but I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad because
it's fun. We get a good
entertainment, clean entertainment, and it's positive, uplifting. It's nice to hear that's how you stay up with the latest trends. Is just being there with your kids, right? Being in the moment, watching and listening to what they're bringing. That it's so important. It's going to go such a long way in their lives. So great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. So what do you think some of the trends are now? I mean, ASMR, that we had the unboxing of things, and we have pop-its
I
and
think
all
some
that
of stuff's like kind of not going away. You got your slime. People are still into slime. People are really big into ASMR
I
now.
think the unboxing, it just varies as far as what it is. I remember Cadence when I was a single parent at that time. She was 3, and surprise eggs were a huge thing. And she was watching that on YouTube when she was 3. So we made her this like 4-foot high paper mache egg, painted it, put all of her birthday gifts in there so she could smash it open. I mean, that's what she was watching when she was 3. And even though she's not watching eggs now, she's still watching unboxing videos. Yeah. So I think stuff like that will never, actually fade.
It's like the mystery of what you're going to get. Right. The LOL dolls and the surprise.
It's almost
eggs.
Kind of like an adult gambling thing. Some adults have like a gambling problem. They're like, am I going to win or am I going to lose? The kids, what am I going to get?
They're like, am I going to get this epic toy? This like legendary pop-it or not? So.
Yeah, right. It's true. And I know my daughter, she makes her own videos and tries to unbox things, and it's so funny, all the things, and she wouldn't dare let me get rid of her pop-its. She's got a little case with all the drawers in it, and each thing, and they do trading and they rate them and they do all that, which is, but again, it's like, and my son, who's older now, he's like, oh, Mom, different things. I don't know why she likes all that, but, but there's certain, it's so fast paced, and I think that it's nice though to stay on trend with those.
And stuff, I mean, with the kids, they're, as far as what they like, it constantly changes all the time. Cadence was so into fidgets. Now I feel like her being almost 11, she's really into Hello Kitty and anime and Pokemon,
or
just
she likes this boba stuff. It's like a boba tea.
Yeah.
And like she'll order like this box of just different boba snacks. And again, it's like she don't know what she's going to get. It's an unboxing. And
she does her own videos on YouTube as well. So.
Nice. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time today. We are going to definitely keep looking at you guys. We're gonna check out the merchandise. I know it's available on you can find it from their Instagram page. The links are there.
The links are posted
AwesomeLawsons.com. You can find them on YouTube. The shorts are amazing. Check out their vlog. How many do you have now?
Our
family vlogs, we got quite a bit, like 5 or 6 family vlogs.
So far, yeah. We got challenge videos on there for the kids, of the kids actually doing challenges. Like there's a 10-minute Target challenge of Cadence running through the store, in 10 minutes, if whatever you can pick up in your arms and not drop and get to the cash register in 10 minutes, you get to keep.
Yeah.
I mean, kids love stuff like that.
Nice. Well, maybe we can see some competition, right? So Daniel with Candace, that would be fun.
I'll do a 10-minute Target challenge any day.
That's right. Go with the TVs and the electronics, right? Wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing your advice for people as well as this wonderful message. It's nice to hear you guys personally. I know that we're so excited to see what you have coming next, and the animation, that awesome show. Listeners can check that out. And again, just continue being you, and we'd love to see you sharing yourselves with the world.
That's right. And remember, we always say, if you ain't sharing, use a Karen.
That's right.
That's what we always tell everybody. So you need to make sure you share.
Right. If you ain't sharing, use a Karen. So
That's right.
wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.